Hello, everybody. My name is Chris, and this is Speak Out. And I'm glad to, be in front of you right now. Real quick, regards the ongoing protest, peaceful protest going on in Nigeria right now that has started over a week ago. I want to quickly lend my voice in support of the protest. I want to stand in solidarity with all the young people out there right now that are from their 40s down. From their 40s down. If you are in your 40s down, you are supposed to be protesting right now. If you're in your 50s, okay, you don't know what's going on. You try your best. But if you're in your 40s down, I'm protesting. I want to lend my support onto you, as many that are outside there right now, on the streets, day and night, sun and the rain. I want to thank you for, taking out the time to be out there, taking out the time to stand. Man, it is a long time coming. I'm telling you, it's a long time coming. I am delighted that the youth of Nigeria have decided to, take up the responsibility to stand as one, to face their fears, to face our fears, to face the tormentors who are tormenting day and night, who will not give peace a chance, who are being used as instruments of destruction, harassment, and decimating people in every corner of the country. I am glad. This protest is a long time coming. The caliber of people leading this protest is a long time coming. Now, these are purely youth, undiluted, and this is expected. Why? Because it's been on for too long. The oppression has been on for too long. The killing has been on for too long. The pain has been on for too long. The wickedness has been on for too long. And it is time. The youth took a stand. It is time to stand for yourself. It is time, to take what belongs to you. Yes, it is time to take what belongs to us. It is time to take a stand. So 200%, I stand in solidarity with the youth. I stand in support of the youth. I stand in support of a non-violent protest. Yes, across the whole country, I stand in solidarity, unafraid, unashamed. Yes, because I'm ashamed of what Nigeria has become. I'm ashamed of the kind of leaders that has constituted people in governance. I am ashamed. The Nigerian the state does not have leaders. Nigerian state does not have a leader. If Nigerian states have leaders, the youth will not be outside right now. Youth will not be outside day in, day out on the street protesting right now. Youth all over the world who are Nigerians will not be protesting right now. This temporary anarchy will not be happening right now. The reason why it's happening is because the Nigerian state do not have leaders. What the Nigerian state have right now are self-imposed people who have bought the election, who have killed, maimed, stolen, destroyed the country to be where they are right now. That is why they cannot rescue the country from the mess that it is. That is why they have unleashed wolves called SARS, unleashed wolves called police officers, unleashed wolves called FSAS. That is why we're in a mess today. They have refused to properly fund the police, refused to properly fund the army so that they can stop Boko Haram, refused to take responsibility to take care of the police stations, refused to take care of the barracks. And that is why there's a mess. And when you refuse to feed the wolf and you give him claws, what do you think he's going to do? He's going to come out as vulnerable animals to devour them for meal. And that is what the police are doing. That is what the SARS people are doing. So we condemn police brutality. We condemn SARS. We condemn SWAP because it is a mockery of our intelligence. You cannot end SARS and within 5 hours you are coming out will swap? What is the rationale behind it? What is the intelligence that brought that together? What is the ingredient that has made that you think that the swap will not do? The things that SARS is doing, what do you think that swap will not do that? When there's no initiative, adequate thinking, no structure to hold swap. We condemn swap, we condemn SARS, and we condemn police brutality. The Nigerian state, let me tell you, this is just the beginning. SARS is just an in route. There are plethora of things going on that needs to be taken care of. And this is just an in route. I am telling you the truth. The issue, the problem has built up for too long. The road has built up for too long. SARS is just an in route. There are plethora of things that we're making demand on. And if the president does not do nothing about it by this time next week, Friday, we'll be calling for his resignation. We'll be calling for the resignation of the IG. We're calling for the resignation of the chief of staff, the security chiefs. We will call it for their resignation because they don't have no business. They have lost relevance, in that position. People have died. People are still dying. People are still in unidentified graves. People are still in cells for no just cause. There are too many to mention. Too many gories. Google YouTube and see what is going on. It is time to end this brutality. It is time to end hatred. It is time to end this wickedness. It is time to put an end to SARS. It is time to put an end to shame. It is time to put an end to sorrows of individuals across the country crying for justice. There's need for justice, there's need for equity, and there's need for rule of law. The people are not asking for too much. The youth are not asking for too much. This is an indicative of the fact that the youth are not lazy. This happening right now is an indicative of the fact that the youth are not stupid. This is an indicative of the fact that the youth are better than what you think. The resources available with them is what they are making use of right now. You have undermined, underrated, and disregarded these young folks, and they are coming out to prove a point to you. And whatever you are doing right now, anywhere, whoever you are, it is time for you to stop and have a think or rethink of what you think is going on right now. What do you think is going on? It is revolution time. Wake up, people, because it is time to take a stand. I don't care whoever you are, whether you are a CEO, you're an employee, you're a civil servant, you are a pastor, you are an imam, you are a gospel artist, you are an MC. I don't care. If you are a Nigerian, it is time we hear your voice. You cannot keep cowering under your constituency. You cannot keep cowering under your institution. You cannot continue to cower under that umbrella. It is time to take a stand. An injustice to one is an injustice to all. This madness has got to stop. This shenanigan we call democracy we have got to have a rethink and know what we are about as a nation. And what we got to take a stand. And I want to quickly give a shout out to as many making contributions, as many supporting in one way or the other. The contribution as of yesterday was 77 million, and it's growing. I want to give a shout out to as many putting money in, from the Bitcoin and so on, sending money to push the protest. Oh yes, the protest need to keep going on. We're going to keep sending money into that place. Young people, you need to take a stand. You cannot be afraid. I know they've sent thugs. I know they've sent the police. I know about over 10 people have been killed. I know, yes. And I know that the next thing they might want to shut down the internet. Yes. And I know the next thing they might want to call the soldiers out of the streets. The soldiers who could not combat Boko Haram. The soldiers who could not catch Fulani herdsmen. They're going to send the soldiers on the streets. I know. But young people, you cannot be deterred. You need to take a stand right now. We need to maintain. You need to hold the front. You need to brace yourself. You cannot give in to the pressure right now. You need to hold on a little more. If Hong Kong can achieve it, if Egypt can achieve it, if Libya can achieve it, if Algeria can achieve it, we can achieve it because we are the youth. We can take charge and do what is right for generations and generations to come. Hong Kong protested for 1 year and 6 months, and they got their demands met. We are just barely a week into this protest, and guess what? We are just warming up. We need to take a stand. We need to be resolute. We will not let nobody hijack this protest. This protest does not have any representative. Oh yes, because in the past, representatives have failed us. They've collected hundreds of millions. Those who are supposed to be the face of the masses, those who are supposed to stand for the masses, they take money and they walk away and they leave the masses to suffer. We have seen betrayers upon betrayers, even from the NLC who now became governors. We have seen betrayers of artists who have collected money and take their song and walk away. We have seen so many things. If you're in your 40s, you know what I'm talking about. It is time to take a stand. It is time to stand. Do not give up. There are so many going on. There's so much going on. The police trust fund was defrauded 10 years ago, and my issue died as soon as the regime, that money was stolen, left the scene. Oh yes, the police trust fund. There are so many. How many do you want more? I have things I can tell you, but I want to tell you this right now. We must take a stand. You cannot be tired. You must be resolute. This is the future. You are doing the right thing. It has to be peaceful. I want to give a shout out to as many that are, sending money, as many that are coordinating food, as many that are coordinating drinks. The Muslims have had their prayers today. On Sunday, there's going to be a church service. Come on, guys. Yes, let's have equal respect for religion, for tribe, for tradition, for everything, so that we can stand at one and demand our rights to live, demand our rights to be better, to have a better country, to have a better nation, to be better people for the youth, for the young ones, to take care of our old people. And I know that victory is starting. God bless you. Continue to take your stand and not let nobody intimidate you. This is Chris, and I'm also going to be following up on several platforms of social media. Thank you. Thank you. Keep fighting. Let us stay strong. Thank you. Thank you.